Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Richelle and I work as an ESL tutor and as a real estate sales agent here in Baguio City. If you've watched my most recent video, I shared there na I already quit or I stopped being a virtual assistant. I stopped my journey as a virtual assistant and I finally decided na this time i-complete ko nang i-stop siya. Kasi before, I quit actually, but I kept trying to find clients pa as a virtual assistant. Pero now, I have finally decided na mag-stop na. Ang gusto ko namang i-share sa inyo ay related sa pagiging ESL teacher ko sa Rare Job. So last year, muntik-muntikan ako matanggal as an ESL tutor sa Rare Job kasi hindi ko na nami-meet yung monthly na quota. Hindi naman quota, pero merong parang minimum naman na requirements. Hindi naman siya malaki or hindi madaming lessons, pero dapat nami-maintain ko yun kasi I was a premium tutor. I have been working for Rare Job for 8 years already. And pwedeng wag kang mag-work, basta lang mag-klase ka ng isa per month to keep your account active. Pero as what happened to me was I focused on being a sales agent dun nga sa Memorial Park na nabanggit ko sa previous video ko. If first time mo mapanood ang mga videos ko, I am working as a real estate sales agent sa Memorial Lots and Columbari units and an ESL tutor for Rare Job as well. Ang requirement lang naman ni Rare Job is that you conduct one class every month just to keep your account active. Pero for premium tutors, meron din silang nire-require na parang minimum number of classes sa premium students. So, syempre, hindi nga ako nag-work full-time. Nag-work lang ako ng isa per month just to keep my account active. So, muntikan na talaga ako matanggal as an ESL tutor. So, sabi ko nga nun, ano kaya i-give up ko na ba to? Kasi mag-focus na ako sa pagiging sales agent. Pero buti na lang guys na hindi ko siya give up. Buti na lang I did my best to go back. So, ang ginawa ko, nagklase ulit ako ng isang buwan. Parang nag-focus ulit ako para syempre ma-build ulit yung record ko tsaka yung profile ko sa Rare Job para makita ng management na bumabalik ako na meron ulit akong active classes or active schedules sa account ko. Ganon naman siya. Hindi ka naman nila tatanggalin agad-agad. Actually, they will be sending you a lot of emails to remind you na, hey, Richelle, ganito na yung klase mo. Please, don't forget to have one class per month to keep your account active. Mga ganon. Nagsisend sila ng reminders, nagte-text din sila, nagsisend sila ng text messages. So, Rare Job really is a very good company. That's why I am just so happy that I didn't give it up. Na kahit na meron akong ibang work, ibang source of income, hindi ko siya give up. So, if you are also a Rare Job tutor right out there and you are planning to look for another job kasi mababa yung sahod mo sa Rare Job or wala kang masyadong students, please don't completely give up your account. Kasi syempre mahirap na naman mag-start, mag-a-apply ka ulit, di ba? Magpa-process ka ulit, mag-aantay ka ulit ng interview, magde-demo lesson ka ulit, magpa-practice lesson ka ulit. So, let's not go through that process again. Just have one class per month to keep your account active. So, ako naman, yung nangyari was, natanggal ako bilang premium tutor kasi hindi ako nakapag-klase nung minimum requirements. Kasi meron talagang requirements sa premium tutor. Sasabihin nila yun sa'yo during the interview na meron tayong nire-require na ganito, okay ba sa'yo yun, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos magsisend sila ng mga emails to let you know kung ano na yung metrics mo, ganyan. So, you are fully aware. So, I was completely aware about my status, about what's happening, ganyan. Pero, syempre, dahil nga meron kang ibang source of income, minsan din ganun tayo, no? Alam mo, pero pag meron kang ibang source of income na alam mo na maganda naman siya, na babaliwala natin yung ibang source of income. Kagaya ko, parang nabaliwala ko si Rare Job, yung pagiging premium tutor ko sa Rare Job kasi meron akong ibang source of income. And then, nabaliwala ko yung YouTube channel ko, na imbes na kinontinue ko siya para naman ma-build ko pa siya, para mapadami pa yung followers ko, yung mga viewers ko. hindi ko siya na-focus na kasi meron na akong ibang ginagawa. That's why we should know kung ano talaga yung priority natin at kung paano natin i-divide yung schedule natin, paano tayo magti-take action, hindi lang yung plano-plano, because that's what I did. You know, I kept planning pero kulang ako sa consistency at saka sa application, sa pagti-take action, especially dito sa YouTube channel ko. I have been planning multiple times to keep uploading videos every other day or every week, pero hindi ko siya nasusustain because meron akong ibang ginagawa, and dahil good naman yung another source of income ko, medyo napapabayaan ko na yung iba. Pero please, if you are already a rare job tutor, huwag kang mag-give up. Kung gusto mong magtrabaho sa iba, keep your account active kasi for sure, eto magiging fallback mo siya in the future. So like what happened to me, sa sales naman, sa pagiging isang real estate sales agent, hindi siya continuous na source of income. Actually, hindi siya stable source of income kasi syempre may mga times na walang benta. So, saan ka nakukuha ngayon ng pang bills mo, di ba? Pang expenses mo, pang living allowance mo, pang kain mo. Kailangan meron kang stable na source of income. Ito, sa Rare Job, I was very thankful na hindi ko siya talaga give up kasi nung time na wala na akong benta as a sales agent, dito rin ako bumalik pagiging isang ESL tutor. So, napakalaking tulong pa rin niya. Kaya, please don't give up your account. Again, it's not bad to have multiple sources of income. Actually, that's very good nga, di ba? If we can have multiple sources of income, pero kailangan lang natin silang i-sustain. So, based on my experience, it's not easy. It's really hard. I can say na build ko naman yung self-discipline ko all through these years. Of course, napakalaking tulong yung parents ko on how they raised me to have self-discipline, pero hindi talaga siya ganun kadali. May mga times talaga na madadivert yung attention mo sa iba, or magugulo yung schedule mo, magugulo yung plano mo, hindi mo na alam kung ano yung gagawin mo, or worse, tatamarin ka pa. Okay? Katamaran talaga yung isa sa mga kalaban natin sa self-discipline, lalo na kung meron tayong multiple sources of income. So, yun lang. I just want to let you know na muntik-muntikan akong matanggal, pero I am still an active tutor, and I went back to being a premium tutor here in Rare Job. So, premium tutor na ulit ako. I was able to go back to the program 1 month after nag-restart ako magturo. So, last year, sabi ko, nagturo lang ako ng parang isa per month, and then parang October, full-time ulit ako, and then nag-apply ulit ako as a premium tutor, and nakuha naman ako agad-agad. So, nag-start ulit. Yun ang kagandahan sa Rare Job. You know, ang bilis ng process, especially if you follow the schedule, if you submit the requirements on time, walang magiging problema. Sa pagiging virtual assistant, yung waiting period ang mahirap. Lalo na kung nag-a-apply ka sa isang virtual assistant agency, kailangan na meron kang ibang source of income kasi yung pag-aantay mo sa client interview, matagal-tagal talaga siya. Meron kang training, tapos after ng training, meron pang mga orientation, after ng orientation, meron pa ng mga requirements, di ba? Tapos after ng mga requirements, mag-aantay ka for a client interview. Very good kung nakuha ka kaagad, pero kung hindi ka naman nakuha kaagad, mag-aantay ka ulit ng ilang weeks, worst months, para sa next client interview mo. And then if you didn't pass, you have to wait for a number of weeks or another number of months para ma-interview ka ulit ng client. Of course, hindi ko naman kino-compare. I'm just giving you options and I'm sharing my experience. It's still very good to be a virtual assistant. Pero sabi ko nga, that's my personal decision. Pero if you are an aspiring virtual assistant, go for it. It's a very good source of income. It's a very good kind of work. Gusto ko lang magbigay ng disclaimer na hindi kita din i-discourage sa pagiging virtual assistant. Okay, ang dami-daming virtual assistants dyan na naging successful, na napataas nila yung rate nila per hour because of their skills and experience. Kaya, keep pushing lang, continue improving your skills, continue having clients para magkaroon ka pa ng more experience. Doon tayo matututo. Keep looking for the best company for you or the best agency for you or the best client for you. Eventually, meron at meron yan. If you are a member of Facebook groups about virtual assistants or working from home here in the Philippines, makikita mo yung mga success stories nila doon. Nag-start din sila ng mababa. Meron pang nag-start ng 100 pesos per hour. That's $2 per hour. Pero now, mataas na yung mga rate nila. Naging $8, $10 per hour. So imagine that, diba? 500 plus per hour yung sahod nila. So kung nagtatrabaho sila ng let's say 6 hours sa isang araw, meron silang 3,000 per day, diba? So napakalaki talagang, napakagandang source of income. Yun naman yung number one disadvantage dito sa Rejob kasi yung rate mo hindi na siya tataas. Pag premium tutor ka, yun tataas siya pero hanggang dun na lang. Hindi na siya magdadagdag pa. So if you want to earn more, you have to open more lesson slots para mag-work ka longer or mag-work ka ng more hours para magkaroon ka ng higher salary. So yun, I wish you good luck. If you are an aspiring ESL tutor, especially if you don't have any experience yet, try Rejob. Hindi ka magsisisi. And if you are an aspiring virtual assistant na wala ka pang experience, try VA agencies. Matutulungan ka nila. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye!